Hello, how are you?
Great. Welcome. Thanks for
Good.
joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Hello, Dontre. Are you driving?
I am not. I am home.
Oh, you're home. I think Dontre is. He look like he's in the car. Can you
Hey,
hear? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Thanks for joining. I'm great.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
Yes, my pleasure. My peeps on the call.
Mhm.
And
Here.
we just met. We're
Thank
gonna
you, sir. I
give,
appreciate it.
yeah, for sure. We're gonna give it a few more minutes, guys. We do respect your time and appreciate you being on time. But, I do understand some people are just getting off work and, maybe joining a few minutes late.
For sure. No
Sure.
problem.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how's you guys' evening going so far?
Great so far. What about yours?
It's going pretty well. I'm just about to grab some food.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be on mute just because it's a little loud in my background. Okay.
Okay, no worries.
All right.
All right. Is that Misa?
Arnita?
Arnita is saying Missa. Hey, Arnita.
Hi, how
Thanks
are
for
you?
joining. I'm great.
I had to figure out how to work this thing.
It's all right. You made it. You made it. My
I'm
peeps
at
in the
home,
house showing
and
up. You made it.
yes, I'm at home, and my daughter sent me the information, so
Yeah,
she should be hopping on here soon.
Arnita, I thought I texted it to you today, but maybe not. You
It
didn't get
went to
it?
Bethany, but that's
Oh,
okay. We're a
okay,
team.
cool.
That's a, we're a
Hi,
team.
Liz. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
your
love
team.
it. Hi, Liz.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Hi.
My DMV peeps are in the house. And Liz got her glass of wine. Yes, honey. Why
It's
don't we
about that
all just,
time.
yes, just relax and enjoy.
Yes, that's a good idea. But
Absolutely.
I figure if I pull my wine out, I might not get anything done. So I'm I'm just gonna stick to the ginger ale.
It's all love. We all family. I'm just
It's
so
all
grateful
good.
that you guys
Yes,
joined.
yes.
You have no idea how happy I am right now. Hey, Ronald, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get started shortly. Hi, Abdul. I see you joined as well. Thank you.
Hey, how you doing, Stacey?
Great. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna just give it a couple of more minutes. I want to respect the latecomers, and I do appreciate those of you that arrived on time. Thank you so very much. It's great to see y'all faces again. I don't know about you guys. I'm still on a high from my mini tour with Pace. What, hey,
Me
Theresa,
too.
how you doing, sis?
I'm very well, very well.
All right, glad to hear it. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yes, I love when the family comes together. Kimberly,
Hello, how are you?
good. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
Absolutely. Is that Salima L?
Yes.
All right.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
You're welcome. There's Bethany. All
Another
right.
mother-daughter duo.
Yes, another one, Jael. Yes, they are. So guys, if you can, if you all can, please cut your cameras on. If you can't, it's okay. I understand. I just asked because it's easier for us to connect and relate if your cameras are on, but I truly respect if you can't. Again, I want to welcome you all and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know that this is a holiday week and people are getting ready for Christmas, but you guys took time out of your busy schedules to join us tonight. I don't take that lightly and I don't take it for granted. Again, thank you very much. We're going to get started, everybody. So, first off, I want, for those of you I have not had the pleasure of formally introducing myself and letting you know about one of the companies that I'm co founding with my youngest daughter, Jael. We are Eminent Estates. And I also have our operations manager on, Sakura Hudson. She's also with Eminent Estates. We pride ourselves on being connectors of communities. You can check out our website at eminentestates.net, or you can scan the QR code that's located behind us. We are located in the DMV, specifically in Northern Virginia. Um, we co-founded this company in 2022. We believe that real estate is more than just a structure. It's about building families and communities. We have closed numerous deals traditionally and creatively. We've helped so many people out of difficult situations. That's what we're really passionate about. We have acquired over 100 doors in the short amount of time since we've joined the Sub 2 community in 2021. And we've made some great relationships and partnerships. But I wanted to tell you guys about our first deal. First of all, we came in to Sub 2 with a deal that we could not bring to close because this was a predatory lending situation. It was an elderly gentleman. We tried every strategy we could possibly think of traditionally. So we joined Sub 2. Pace said, you guys go out and make 50 friends, go network in the Zooms, in person, just network, get to know people that can help you in the community. We did just that. Guys, we met a gentleman that he pretty much referred us to. He's in his book, Wealth Without Cash. His name is Mamadou. So we connected with him and we told him about the situation. He was like, sure, I'll help you guys out. Listen to what the situation was. He said, well, we can get him out of this particular challenge. I will take over the property creatively, and and in turn, I will give you guys a 10K assignment fee. So with less than 30 days, we had joined Sub 2, met Mamadou, helped us with a creative option, and got 10K proof of concept. I said, okay, this is the real deal. So then Jael and I started helping other new investors like yourself. And we happened to meet this gentleman within the community who loves to door knock. So a year or two ago, he door knocked a property. A lady was in pre-foreclosure. And so when he knocked on her door, she said, take my keys. I'm done with this place. I have another property. So we were like, wow, if you guys are familiar with the DMV, she was located in Woodbridge, Virginia. So at that time, it was a very, very hot market. And so we had some people like my daughter that are like creative deal engineers. They make sure that the money is right, that the person is taken care of, that the contract information is correct. So we started posting that deal, and within 6 days, we closed on our biggest assignment fee yet. It was 160K. Pace posted us on his page, and I'm telling you, it was something to behold. But guess what happened, guys? Guess what meant more to us than even that 160K assignment? Everybody on our team within the community that touched that deal got paid.
Oh, good.
We had unicorn agents, we had door knockers, we had contractors, we had Who else? Private money. I mean, everybody you can think about that touched that deal got a piece of it. And that's what the community is all about. Listen, if you're trying to do this by yourself, more than likely you will not succeed. You need a tribe, you need a team, you need a partner, you need help, just like we did. Period. So tonight, I wanted to share some things with you guys because you all impacted me when I did my mini tour with Pace. I realized that my daughter and I and Sakura, we can help even more people that we haven't helped enough. And we have helped people in the community get their first deals, but we can always do more. And when you help others, just like I've shared with some of you guys, it's enough for every one of us to be successful. But we have to do it collaborating and collectively. So it is two things, and we're going to keep it very simple tonight, okay? Because we're going to meet again until you guys get this in its second nature. So my promise is here. We're going to do one sentence and one tiny habit today. We're going to keep it very simple. So, first and foremost, I want you to identify who I am as an investor. We act like the person we believe we are. So, that's no different when you're talking to a seller or an agent, a wholesaler. It doesn't matter. I want you to think about this tonight. Write it down. I am the kind of investor who blank. Let me give you some examples. I am the kind of investor who keeps promises, makes one call a day, listens and helps. What type of investor do you think you are? If some of you are willing to share what type of investor you are in the chat, please do so. But think about that so that when you go and begin to start having conversations, I want you to remember this. It's a mindset shift. Because if you're of the mindset that, oh my God, I don't know what to say. Oh my God, I don't have enough experience to do this. Fear can overwhelm you. But if you go into it with a positive mindset, knowing what type of investor you are, knowing that you're providing the person with an opportunity, that shifts the conversation. I'm going to pause right there for a minute because I want you guys to take this serious and think about it because this is something that I want you to become a habit for you each and every time that you start to have a conversation. I don't care if you're cold calling, I don't care if you're networking, it doesn't matter. Figure out what type of investor you are when you're having a conversation. Jael or Sakura, do you guys have anything to add?
I'll give a real testimonial to say that this may seem so small and simple, y'all, but it makes all the difference in your communications with people. Because when I first started, I don't know about some of y'all on here, I was thinking about the money. I was like, I'm gonna be rich overnight. And do you know I didn't close any deals my first year as an agent because of that mindset? As soon as I shifted to, I'm gonna help as many people as I can, it was like opportunity just flooded in. It wasn't anything different I said, it was my intention over that conversation or that call or that text. Made all the difference. So thanks for sharing that, Mom. That's just real. You have to have that mindset.
So we need this Zoom to be interactive because we're not going to do all the talking. We need feedback from you guys. I know you're communicating in the chat and we certainly appreciate it. But at this time, before I move on to the next thing, because this is the first thing that we're going to do and to help you shift your mindset. Does anybody want to unmute and ask a question or share anything? Do we want to read some of the information in the chat out loud, a couple of those?
You know what I think,
Jael?
Stacy?
Okay.
I think the advantage that I've experienced with being a part of Pace's group versus coming in as a new investor and not knowing anything, getting to know and hearing the stories about how they do change people's lives and it's not about the money. It
Mhm.
was like when I first got into this, it never even crossed my mind the money. It was, how are you changing lives? What is your vision to change one life, a
Yeah.
community, a
Yeah.
bunch of lives?
Yeah.
And that's actually what the advantages of the sub two group was for me.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was a big advantage for us. It really impacted us. And when you actually do it, guys, the feeling that you have from it, I can't put it into words.
I feel like
Because
that's like probably the most frustrating the part with the agents, talking to these agents who just
Mhm.
think you're trying to scam them and you're just
Yes.
trying to just express to them there are people out there hurting
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to scam them.
Right.
Trying to help.
Yeah. And we're going to speak to that because both of my daughters are licensed agents. And what Jael often does, Lenore, because they don't admit it all the time, agents sometimes don't even have a clue what subject to or creative financing, but they will never admit it.
Yeah.
They will never.
And
It's
a
an
lot of
ego thing.
times I don't bring it up at all in those first communications
Hmm.
because that's when it gets to stranger danger. When we hear something we're not familiar with, we automatically shut down. So it's a way to position it so that they're open for the conversation. And that's the type of stuff we help you guys with.
That's awesome you said that because I thought my open was to explain that I am an investor. So I am here to be creative with whatever they need, their clients. And you're right, they just completely shut down.
Yeah,
It's like,
don't do
what's that?
that. That's the stuff we help with because we've messed up a lot of times, right? And I'm also an agent. I don't know if you have any, if you're an agent or I know we have someone this call, but it's a mindset shift when you can think like an agent and you know what to say and what not to say and then when to do it.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Hey guys, if you're an agent on this call, put that in the chat. And those of you that are part of the community, we call them unicorn agents because you guys work a lot with the investors. And if you're not part of the community, that's okay too, because we will still partner with you. Anybody else want to share their sentence before we move on? This is good stuff. I don't want you guys to be shy. We need you to be interactive. Okay? You
I
already
like to
know, all
share.
of you already know I got a big personality. Okay? And I will call you out.
I like to share.
Yes, please.
Well, I'm guilty of what your daughter said about thinking, oh my gosh, we can make some money.
Mhm.
So, and we're new. We are so new that I don't even really know how to even think about trying to talk to somebody. I
Mhm.
mean, so I do want to say that this information that you are sharing, as far as coming up with your your type of investor that you want to be,
Mhm.
that's really something I hadn't thought about.
Mhm.
And thinking about that, I'm like, I'm trying to just sitting here thinking, I'm trying to say, well, what do I want to say? What do I want to do?
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's
it
a lot
is.
now that we're
Mhm.
thinking about it. And that's a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Anita, I'm
so
glad you're being honest and be transparent. This is a safe place because for some of you, you won't come up with your sentence tonight. That's okay.
Takes
Take
time.
time to process it and think about it because it has to be what's on the inside of you, how you really feel.
And then you and Bethany have to come together and be in alignment with what that vision is for you all as business partners.
Yeah.
So you
exactly.
come up with your separate ideas and then you bring them together
Bring
and
them.
that's how you create it and that's how you brainstorm together and build it.
Okay. Now, see, that's some great information there.
Okay, anybody else?
Hey, sis.
Hey, brother.
Me and Max actually just got in the house from the gym. I like what you just said because I was thinking the same way. How am I going to talk to people about real estate. And then I just say, you know what, I'm just going to be my authentic self. Because people, if you're not your authentic self, they're automatically going to think, oh, they're trying to scam me or sell me something.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And we love your authentic self, brother, because you have a way with words and how you talk and relate to people. So I love that. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to talk about your rhythm. And with your rhythm, we call it tiny daily habits. We have a 2-minute rule. I want you to pick one action each day that is so small you can do it with your eyes closed. It's too easy. Do it at the same time every day. If you do it more, that's great. But if not, it's still a win. So let me give you some examples. Send one text to one agent every day, same time. Watch a 2-minute script or clip and repeat it one line every day, same time. Small, tiny steps, same time, every day. That's how deals happen. So think about what is something that you can do out of your day, one action, a small one, and make it easy. Because if you make it challenging or complex, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. So think about what that action could be as it relates to real estate and what you like to do. You can be direct to agent, direct to seller. Say you want to learn a script. For 2 minutes every day, you review a part of that script until you can make it your own. What are some other things you guys can think about? Tiny daily habits that you could do. We're keeping it simple. Don't forget, keeping it very simple. It can be as simple as watching a YouTube clip from Pace, from Jamil, from Jerry, going into, the Discord channel or the Facebook channel, whatever. Keep it simple. What do you guys think that could be for you? But it has to become a habit, because guess what happens? We say consistent and persistent get you to the finish line. So if you can't do a tiny daily small habit every day consistently, it's going to be hard for you to have those conversations consistently. It's going to be hard for you to door knock consistently. It's going to be hard for you to, go out and network consistently. So think about it. What are you guys thinking about?
Watching a comping video.
There it is. Watch. I mean, if you don't know how to comp, I would watch a comping video every day consistently and practice.
I've been doing that all weekend.
And remember, we're saying as little as 2 minutes a day, guys. You can make it Monday through Friday. Y'all don't want to get me on my bandwagon about Pace helping a homeless woman get her first deal. Because I tell people constantly, if a homeless woman can get her first deal, what excuses do we have?
And the bigger we make the task that we have to do, the more we put it off and don't do it. So really that 2 minutes a day will compound better than you doing 1 hour a month. So look at it that way, the compound effect. If you guys haven't read that book, that's one I definitely recommend to start with mindset.
And we have another recommendation for your mindset. A book is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Pace just recently recommended this again, and we've used it as a guide for our mindset. Anybody else want to throw out a suggestion? Or you guys are thinking, because you're awfully quiet.
Can you repeat that book before the Secrets of the Mind?
The Compound Effect.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take note on
I
that.
believe that one's by Darren Hardy. I don't remember. It's been a while, but it's one that just helps you build on tiny habits, and it tells you which trajectory your life is going based on what you're doing daily. It's really good. I believe it's on YouTube too. I think Sakura dropped it in the chat for you guys.
I like that, Ty. 5 minutes to find my target. Ideal PML buyer on Facebook. Find and save a post. Add the person to my contacts in the intro message. And if they respond, boom. Love it. Love it. Okay, guys, we're going to go to the last thing that I want you to do. I hope you're taking copious notes, but I am recording and you will get a copy of it. So, this is called Habit Stack. Make it automatic. So, for example, we're going to say, after I have my first cup of coffee, because I know y'all got some coffee drinkers in here. After I have my first cup of coffee or my fifth cup, I'm going to text an agent. I'm going to text the wholesaler. I'm going to check, send DMs in Facebook. After dinner, I'm going to watch a 2-minute role play clip. Habits stick when they ride along with something that you already do. I hope everybody's brushing their teeth in the morning. After that, what are you going to do? These are just some examples. And trust me, the goal is one tiny action a day, 5 check marks a week. So we're only doing it Monday through Friday. And I know some of you have very demanding W-2s, very demanding lives. But trust me, guys, if you can't do these tiny action steps daily, it will be hard for you to become consistent and persistent to get to the finish line. You're in an industry where it's a numbers game. And you have to be willing to make some commitments and sacrifice. And that's what we're here for. We're going to share some of our challenges and things that we went through so you don't have to make some of those same mistakes and go through those same challenges. And with that said, I'm going to turn the Zoom over to Jael so she can talk to you guys from a perspective of different exit strategies that as new investors you can utilize to get to your first deal as quick as possible.
Thank you, Mom. Phenomenal. I received a lot from that, just making me think back of, okay, what habit can I now add into the daily schedule? And you guys, the biggest thing that is scary in real estate for a lot of people is the lead generation part. Figuring out how you're going to get that first deal. So I want to ask you all, what do you think is the easiest way to get your first deal? You can drop it in the chat, you can unmute, but again, we use strategy. So let's kind of think through it. What would be the easiest way for you to get a deal right now? Any suggestions? Partner up. Absolutely. Can you elaborate on that, Ty? Networking, but it's not that easy. You can write wholesaling, bird dog. That's the other part, y'all. It's so many lead generation strategies. Let me give you a cheat sheet. I would say your network of people that already know, like, and trust you. You don't have to build rapport. They know you're an awesome person. That's how we got our first deal. It's such an easy handoff. You don't have to convince them of anything. And when you have the credibility of a team, or people with a proven track record that have a website, that have deals under their belt, say, I'm partnered with this amazing team. If you know anybody in trouble with real estate, all the people going through foreclosure, we can help them. we can help them. And you have to be confident in that, because in this community that you guys are in, whether you're in sub two or not, you're now part of our community. You have people that know what they're doing and that can help them. And that's the easiest way for you to get a deal, is to partner up, like Ty said. But a lot of times we don't elaborate on how to partner up. And my mom and I, we did our first one by Facebook post. Are you a tired landlord? Have you been divorced? Are you an empty nester? Too many repairs adding up? And that's how we got that first deal that brought us into sub two. So y'all, I don't want you to overcomplicate it, especially if you're scared to get on the phone, which most people are, and that's okay. So let's talk about the other low-hanging fruit lead sources that you can do. And if any of you all were like me when I started, I didn't have any money to throw into buying leads. I was like, I have time, so let's use the time strategy.
And her mama wasn't giving her any more money.
No, but she was a great business partner and she believed in what we could do. And she's like, look, I funded you all through college and all of that. You are cut off. You better make something shake. So that's exactly what I did. But you guys, online right now, I don't know if you all have noticed, more houses are sitting more than ever on the market. Make it easy on yourself. Use Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor for free lead sources. And you can set even a filter that says 60 plus days on market. That's a great agent to reach out to. So I don't want you guys just looking and just picking random properties. Let's put a little bit of strategy behind it and say, hey, if they've been sitting for 60 days, this might be a good one for me to call. Looks like it's empty. The property has no furniture in it. That's another sign for me that the seller or the person who's there has already moved out and might be paying 2 mortgages. It's no furniture. It's vacant. And you just look for distress inside of those photos. Even sometimes in the description, it says, hey, motivated seller. Owner is willing to seller finance this property. Stuff like that. So direct to agent is one great lead source that you already know these people want to sell. And now you just need to figure out if they're truly motivated to get it done at the right price. The second great lead source is for sale by owners, guys. They actually want to answer the phone because they're trying to get the property sold. Now, the challenge to overcome there is they're usually overpriced, but you can build a relationship directly with the homeowner. How valuable is that, guys? You're talking to the person whose asset it is. And again, when you have your intention of the investor that you're going to be, that person can feel that energy through the phone. I used to do a hack when I first got into the business because, again, I had a lot of time and not a lot of money. So I would build rapport with the seller. And even if they told me they were 2 months out or they didn't want to sell for 30 days, I said, well, let me just come and see the property. And they're like, okay, you can come see it. So when I come and see it, I'm able to put a face to the name. I'm able to show them who I truly am. And now that barrier that was there has broken down. Now they have some trust with me. You see, because again, that's why our door knocker is so successful. When you get in front of people, they're more likely to like you. Whereas over the phone, they're not sure if they can trust you yet. Okay. So if you got time, go see the property. The third and most underrated source I believe that I had a lot of success with is for rent by owners, y'all. If you see a for rent by owner lead up that's 90 days, 100 days, most likely that investor is paying that mortgage. And it's probably been more of a headache for them than it's been a good property because, again, guys, these people don't know creative like we do. So they might be making $100 or $200 a month if they bought that property traditionally. And then at the end of the year, it just doesn't become worth it. Now you can't get a tenant in. You had to fix it up, and maybe they want to sell it. Say, hey, you ever consider selling this? And if you did sell it, you know how much you will want for it? Just simple, just curiosity. Always sound curious. Never like you always want them to tell you. So that's a good hack too. Always have a curious tone when you're talking to these people. Be interested in what they have to say. You got something, Lenora?
I do. I have a quick question for you. When you're talking to, like, say, a for sale by owner or rent to own, Do you, in the back of your mind, have a calculation? Like, do you already know what you're going to offer for
Never,
that? Never.
because it wastes, I think, your time, especially if you get in the weeds of trying to figure out what if the numbers will work, and then that person never picks up the phone. So I
Mm,
just make the call and I say, I just want to gather the information, right? Because we never know if it's a good fit until we actually talk and hear the situation. So I just
okay.
have as many conversations as I possibly can because again, it's a numbers game.
That's so
And
smart. Yes.
and what about your doctor or your physician? They're not going to tell you right on the spot your diagnosis. They're going to say, Lenora, let me get back to you with those results.
Oh my gosh.
Professional. Say, oh no,
I
baby, I
never
gotta
looked
call
at
you
it.
later. One of my team members or my capital partners will give you a call back because tomorrow afternoon or morning work better for you.
That is such good insight because I think
And
I waste a lot of my time looking at the price and saying, well, I'm not gonna, how do I just
don't you do
call,
it.
talk?
Yes, because sometimes their price is okay if we do it creatively. And
Yeah.
that's what they're stuck on. So never judge the situation because it'll be the craziest one that becomes your first deal. You'll be like, this one? Really? Yes. The one that you might not have called. So that was a great
Uh-huh.
question.
Perfect.
Who else received value from Lenora's question? I hope
Oh,
all
I
of you
did
guys did.
definitely.
Awesome. That's why we want you all to interact and ask questions because somebody may ask a question you didn't even know you had. Yep. So all of those work really well, guys. And I know some of you might not like to hear this, but you need a script and you need to stick to it. I use a script. Every video I make, every call I make, I have a script. I internalize it. And that's what my mom was saying. Take 2 minutes a day to go over that script. Whatever the script is, y'all, it can be so basic, but you just need to capture the most important information. So find a script, work on the introduction, and use it. You can even text it. You don't have to call. Just find a way to start. That's where I'll leave it today. Any questions?
That was great advice, Jael. Thank you. So, guys, we are transitioning to Q&A. Um, and again, I will say this is a safe place for you all because we want to help you and we want you to succeed. Um, I know for some of you all, you're a little bit introverted. So even having conversations on the phone, you're not comfortable with. If you don't let us know that, we can't help you. Others, you're extroverted and you can't wait to get on the phones. But sometimes for folks like us, you need to pause and really go over the script so you're not fumbling and bumbling and mumbling. Okay? Because sometimes we turn people off by talking too much. One of the biggest things that we've learned in this business, the more people that we talk to, one of your greatest assets is being a great listener. And if some of you have issues with that, you need to practice now. Because sometimes you can miss very important things that the sellers, the agents, or whomever's sharing with you because you're not listening.
It's an 80-20 rule. 80% listening, 20% talking. So Lenore, you brought up coming in and giving your introduction to agents. Usually we just say, hey, it's Jael. I see your property listed here. It's still available, yes. And then we say, hey, can you tell me what's going on with it? And and then usually they just pour out everything because they want to get it sold as bad as you want to buy it. So we all less is more with that
Yeah.
to build your credibility.
You know what? And I know this because I've been 23 years in the healthcare field, and that's what I do with my patients. I just ask a simple question, and it just all pours out. And I think because this is foreign to me, real estate, it just makes me clam up,
Mhm.
where it's just a simple question.
Lenora, let me tell you something because I come from a background of 32 years in corporate America. So I transferred that skill set right into this industry. And it will be an easy transition for you. You have excellent skill sets. You already deal with people. And typically, what I find is that we have to coach and mentor people a lot with basic people skills. You already have that. And so much more in your training that you don't even realize. So I don't ever want you guys to be fearful of that, I'm in this industry, it's brand new. All of us had to start somewhere, somehow brand new. But you can already utilize your strengths, your skill sets, your training, and just transfer it to this industry. But you also, that comes with the mindset shift that you still have to learn, the terminology here and what this industry is all about, but you can still earn while you learn. I have skill sets, everybody on here that can just transfer right to this industry, and you'll find you become even more and more confident. I'm having conversations now that 3, 4 years ago, I could not imagine having. I don't have any desire to be a licensed agent. I love that my daughters are because I think that they're going to change the laws, especially with wholesaling. We see it happening now. But the fact that they take you all, my realtors on the call, through all of this, through all the training and everything you have to go to pass the test, they never teach you how to be investors. They never tell you about creative financing. I think it's a huge disservice. And so, but at the end of the day, you are providing value to people who need realtors. But
They
at the
don't
end of
even
the day,
teach sales. It's just sales.
that's
So, I
all it
mean,
is, guys.
everything you learn on the test doesn't translate.
No. And also people that bring, sales skills to this industry, you will need them. You will need them.
Somebody, I think it was Ronald, put in the chat that he's always going to put the seller's best interest first. And I think that was so important because, guys, we're going to be in some situations where it's a lot of money on the line. And I guarantee you, when you operate with integrity, you always win. There are going to be times,
Guarantee.
it's a lot of times that we walked away with nothing because that was to the benefit of the seller, not our own pocket.
Yes.
That's why we got a big deal like the 160K assignment, because it's some deals we didn't make anything, but we still helped them. It just balances out that way.
It does.
So get ready for those kind of scenarios where you got to make a choice of who you're going to be.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have identified what your avatar is, but I would suggest that you do that. Pace has a series about what is your avatar. That's really helpful when you're making a decision, what your lead generation is going to be. Basically, tonight, Jael gave you a lead generation and all of them are free. You don't have to pay for them.
What about my
Free.
introverts? I didn't do them the best service. Y'all could do emails, you can do DM direct messages. So
Yeah.
there are some ways where you don't have to talk to anybody.
And sometimes when you're just getting started, free 99 is really good. Okay? Free. Because we have people that's jumping in, and we did it, spending money on, leads, on system, all kind of stuff. And we looking at the bank account, and the bank account is zero. And we don't have one contract to the finish line. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's so many other strategies that we have that we can share with you that are free. Take advantage of those. The only thing that you need, and even if you don't have a system yet, make an Excel spreadsheet, use Google Sheets. I don't care what it is. Write it down by hand until you can get to the point where you can put it, in an Excel spreadsheet, or you can eventually look for a system. And we do have people that we recommend for your systems. Thanks for posting that, Sakura. So if you guys are trying to figure out your avatar, please click on that link. If you have any questions, let us know. We have a few more minutes, guys, before we wrap up. Any other questions? Just unmute. Any comments?
This has been great. Thank you guys for the content that you're sharing. It's a wealth of information. But I am an introvert and I do have a question about the script. So when you're dealing with sellers in distress, whether it's pre-foreclosure or a divorce or a death in the family, what would you say is a good opening line to kind of break that wall that they already present from the get?
Okay, so they already told you that they're having an issue or whatever.
Or from a list that you
Okay.
purchased or yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if they didn't tell you directly,
Yeah.
first of all, you have to build credibility. Your name, hey, I'm Liz with whatever company your LLC is, because they're going to want to look you up or eventually the website or something. So that's why I always partner up or attach yourself with a brand that can be looked up and that's reputable. The second thing is, there may be some difficulty going on. I'm not sure, but could you tell me just a little bit about the situation? See if we could potentially help you
Oh,
and
I love that.
give them the autonomy to say yes or no. And you also don't infer that you know that they're going through this specific thing. You just want to open it up for conversation and allow them to tell you what they want. Sometimes you don't get, we're going through a divorce on the first conversation, but you get, yeah, we're looking to sell, but you know there's something else there. So just go to your motivation, timeline, condition, and then when you get a chance, price, but then you get back to motivation again as you dig deeper. So just, I want to sell, guys. That's not true motivation. I have to move because my job relocated me. That's motivation. My grandkids were just born. I'm retired and I want to go to Florida. True motivation. So that's what we have to decipher. And when you get on these calls, Liz, expect to talk to this person way more than one time because you're building that value, you're building the credibility, you're building the rapport. People want to see that you care the most. That's how you win the deal. It's not really what you say, it's how you show up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great
Can I
question.
just piggyback on that question really quick? If you're calling just kind of out of the blue, you're calling like a couple who's on a divorce list or what have you, and they're like, "Well, how did you get my number?" Do you just say, "Well, we're just looking at homes in the area,"
Well,
or
it depends on how you want to position it. Say, I work for a company and we're looking for properties that are available in this area. Or you can say, we specialize in helping people out of complex situations. Would that happen to be you? Like you're randomly calling them.
yeah, yeah,
And allow them, because people who don't want help, we can't help them.
right, all right.
So it helps you qualify, disqualify fairly quickly.
Don't forget to go into the conversation with the mindset that you're providing help, you're providing an opportunity. You will be the authority.
Yes.
Okay? You guys, rinse and repeat that because, some of these sellers are getting bombarded with calls. Some of them are kind, some of them are nasty. And, you need to know at what level you can handle these conversations. But if you go in with the right mindset and the confidence, it makes it so much easier. And
Sometimes
never take it personal. Never take this personal.
Sometimes you'll hear a seller say, I've gotten so many calls and I haven't talked to anybody, but for some reason I feel like I should talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
it's a feeling. It's nothing that you said differently. So that is really from where you're coming from within.
Yeah. Any other questions, comments?
I have a question or like I just want to bounce off an idea. Um, Currently, like I met both of y'all in person. I said I was still in school. And I'm about to go abroad to London. So like that wholesale type of system wouldn't be able to work for me because of like time difference. And then also Was just thinking about what or another way in real estate I can still make money and being away, and thought about like a novation and see if that's possible. Um, Especially like my father being a contractor too. So I just want to kind of like just pitch that and see how and run it, get y'all professional opinion of just like see if that's possible of like having a project being abroad, and using like other people's money to fund the project.
Mhm. Okay, that's a really good question. So when you say the time difference is in the way of you wholesaling here, are you saying that you would want to do
Yeah.
projects in London, or you would want
No,
your
like
dad to run them out there?
wholesaling. Yeah, wholesaling back in the States. Like I would be 7 hours ahead.
Oh,
Um, so that just time difference is something that I like want to focus on my studies and enjoy my time abroad, but still like want to still be trying to make active income while I'm abroad.
yeah, I recommend a couple things. So there's something that you could do. You can use Chat GPT to create LOIs for properties that you see have a need, like they've been sitting or stuff like that. And you can actually schedule out what time the email goes out. So that person is still receiving the email at the correct time, our time. And then you have all of these leads that you put out an LOI on. And when an agent or a seller responds back to you, you know that's somebody that you need to make time to talk to that fits in the right time window. As for the novation, you could absolutely do that, but again, it's going to come from at least getting those offers out there so that you have someone reach back and say, hey, this might be a fit. And if it works for a novation, of course, do that strategy. But you don't know if it works for novation until you really talk to the seller because they have to have enough equity there for the spread to cover the renovation and a resale. And then if you bring a private money lender in, you have to be able to cover their percentage back as well as closing costs, agent fees, all of that. So you don't know if it's going to be a novation until you actually get a hit back from an LOI. So I would do
Hmm.
email blast strategy.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna
And
send out 10 LOIs a day.
what would be your like strategy to like once getting to that part of like getting somebody that's interested in that, like what is your suggestion of like getting it underwritten, um and like you said, all the estimated like cost and like rehab numbers, the money going back to the hard money lenders, closing costs, and etc.
Right. And that's where we come in. So basically, we'll have a lead submission form pinned in here and into our website so that when you guys have something where you have the motivation, you got the timeline, you have the price and the condition, then you can submit that lead and then we would take it and walk it through with you. Okay, we need to set up the closing call with the seller. After that closing call, we're going to go ahead and get an offer out to them, an official offer based on what they said they wanted and needed. We'll show you what the underwriting looks like, the exit strategies, and then we have a TC as well as title companies that we work with. So you would be able to stay part of the loop. And then before we ever even get to the closing table or anything like that, we talk about the splits. So what do you want out of this deal based on, how much you do? So as you do more deals with our team, you'll learn more of the steps. You won't need us for all of that. So we love making sure that the people that work with us get paid. So we talk about numbers up front before we go to closing. And that's what the process looks like. After we close, we want to do it again.
Okay.
Yep. So for that piece, the underwriting and stuff, the numbers can really mess you up starting out. So I always say squad up and learn as you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wish I was going to London.
Study abroad. Congrats,
Have a
Abdul.
blast, Abdul.
Yes,
And still wholesaling while you're there. I absolutely love it.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Okay.
Odin had his hand up.
Yeah, he did.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing good, doing good. I just want to say, could he also hire a VA to help him with the
Yeah,
deals too?
he could. And in this day and age of AI, Alden, that's what we're utilizing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
AI
yeah. And I also just
agent.
wanted to say, that last week, when Pace was in town, doing that exercise and calling the sellers, I got a few people who said that they're interested in selling their home. So, seeing that shows that, that it's possible to be done.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
And
right.
remember, with that strategy, it simply was one text
The
first.
text message, yep.
Called them and said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to sell your home?
That easy.
That'll let you know how motivated they are.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was great feedback. Yeah, guys, it's always paid strategies you can use, but as much as I can, I'll try to tell you some free ones for people who have more time than finances.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Part of my problem, I think, is because I'm not shy. I'm not shy at all. In my background.
Oh, we couldn't tell.
My background, I've actually, talking to people and doing seminars and all that kind of stuff. Ooh. What my problem is the language. Mm-hmm. Just listening to that conversation that you had with the young fella that's going to London. I don't know those abbreviations. I don't, and that's the thing that kind of make me nervous with talking to anybody, because I know I need to stop saying I don't know, but I don't know. And you don't know what you don't know. I don't know the terminology in real estate. And that's the thing that makes me nervous. I could talk about anything if I know a little bit about it. But it's the terminology, it's some of the abbreviations, and I'm just lost.
Guess what? That is so real. So many people feel like you do.
I did too.
And I thought that I had to be an agent to learn the terminology and all of that stuff. It helped. It was great. But guess what I realized? Sellers do not understand that stuff. They don't know the terminology. So you don't want to use terminology with them. They can't stand jargon. You just want to say, I've got people behind me in my community and we can help you. That's what they understand. Okay. You got that. You got that down. And guess what I would say? Your 2 minutes a day goes to terminology. So now you're going to feel confident.
Yeah.
It happens over time. You're never going to know it overnight.
No.
We've all felt like you do.
Arnita, I'm so glad you brought that up. I felt the same way. And so, you learn a little bit every day. The more you get on Zooms, the more meetups you have, the more you listen to Pace, Jamil, Jerry, you'll hear the same terminology over and over. And you're like, oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Because it's consistent. They consistently use the same terminology over and over again. And so it becomes like second nature to you. Listen, everybody on this call, give yourself grace. It's not going to happen overnight. Give yourself grace. Thank goodness you have people like us that are willing to help you, support you, guide you. This is the reason Pace built this community, because he got tired of people taking advantage and not willing to help him. And that's why we feel very passionate about it as well. And what do we want you guys to do? After we help you all and you learn and you feel comfortable, we want you to pay it forward. We want you to do the same exact thing that we're doing.
Earning while we learn was one of the greatest real estate experiences I ever had, because that whole first year before we joined Sub 2, I was a new agent and nobody would help me with anything. It was all competitive. And as soon as we had that deal that didn't work on the market, off the market, and we brung it into this community, they were like, how? It was like multiple people trying to help us. I'm like, what is this? But that's the only way we would have ever got it done. If we had to learn contracts and terminology and all of that stuff, that man would have been foreclosed on already.
Yeah.
That's the value. And we learned so much from doing it in person. We got to be a part of it. That was even better, because you get to do a real situation.
I did drop a terminology dictionary in the chat for you guys from Pace's website. So that could be your 2 minutes a day.
Sakura Amber is so amazing. Like anything
Yeah.
that you need or can think, she's already thought of.
Yeah.
Like
Very
she is
resourceful.
just awesome and she's
Yeah.
so helpful. So
Yeah.
you guys get to know Sakura as well. And Dave said, Amen. Just help Kim with a lead today.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
phenomenal. And she's got that voice for the phone too, that radio.
Yeah, what we'll do in some of the other Zooms, guys, we'll do some role playing. We'll also let you listen to some live calls that we're making. Any other suggestions that you have that would be helpful, we will certainly take those and make sure we acknowledge it and bring it forward for you. Um, so we are looking forward to, we haven't decided yet if we're going to do this monthly or every or bi-weekly, but we certainly want this to be a resource for you. And we want, of course, for you to invite more people that may need help as well. That's what we're here for. And we, again, need your feedback. We need your interaction because we can only do better and grow with, you giving us the feedback that helps you. So it's a few people on here that were very quiet tonight. Before I end the call, because we've gone an hour, I'm going to give you an opportunity to unmute and say something or not, but I want to give you an opportunity because this may be my introverted people. Is there anybody that has anything to say before we wrap up?
I would like to say something. I know
Hey,
you guys
Brad.
know me. I know you guys know me, but I just want to speak from experience. You guys are an amazing team. If you guys get to work with Stacy and Jael and Sequoia, great team, great people to work with. I can vouch for that 100%.
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, I love working with you guys. Gonna keep my head pushing.
We'll,
Keep them
we'll send
coming,
you
Brad.
we'll send you the Venmo after the call. Appreciate that. Or do you prefer Cash App? I was just playing.
Hey,
Hey,
whatever it is, you
We
know what I'm
love you,
saying?
Brad.
we love you, Brad. Thank you.
Yeah, I got a
Um,
couple sitting on the table, so I'll be in touch with you guys.
okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brad.
Yep. See you soon.
Kimberly or Michelle or Bethany, Salima, do you guys want to say anything?
Good evening. I just want to say thank you for doing this. I appreciate your time and energy, and I'm looking forward to building some community with y'all.
All right, sis. Appreciate you. Um, Kim is already a savvy investor and she's a realtor as well. And yeah, she hasn't joined the community yet, but I'm pretty sure she is. And her and Liz were at my table in Washington, D.C. making calls. And I got to meet them and it was a great group. Yeah, for sure.
I would actually like to say something.
Thank you, Andre.
Um, yeah, I want to, kind of like go with what other people are saying as well. I mean, I'm very appreciative that you guys are putting together a place where people can come together, meet, learn. Because I've been in the game for about 5 years, and I got my first deal done in August actually. And
Congrats.
for yeah, thank you. And for
Hmm.
all that time, I was trying to do everything by myself.
Yeah.
And the only way that I got my first deal done was by joining up with other people and
Hmm.
other people working together
Hmm.
to get things done. So the fact that you guys are providing a space where people can come together, meet, build, and make money together, big shout outs to you guys. So thank you.
Thank you so much for
What a
that. That means a lot.
testimonial,
Yes,
Dante.
Sasha.
That's
Yeah,
all.
we're going to do some more in-person events. So for those of you that are down, in the Hampton Roads area, Norfolk, all of that, we're going to be coming there. We're going to be in Baltimore. Going to be, of course, doing things in Virginia. So we're coming to a place near you, but everybody can also jump on a virtual Zoom So we want to make sure we continue to have those. For those of you that are in the community, don't forget every first and third Wednesdays of the month, we do have virtual Zooms. The first one is accountability. The third one is open to anybody in real estate. If you're not in the community, I don't want you to feel left out. That's what we're here for. If you want to get in, then let us help you get your first deal. And you can if that's what you want to do. But until then, focus on creating daily habits, being consistent and persistent, and getting in the community is we can do that with our eyes closed. That'll be easy for you. Okay? All right, guys. I want to thank you again for joining. We appreciate you more than words could ever say. We don't take your time and your presence for granted. We're going to continue to do this and bring you value. Please continue to reach out to us and let us know what you need, what you want. Bring us opportunities so we can help you. Let people know that you're in real estate and that you're here to help them. Trust me, some people are going through something right now that they may not even have shared. But once you open up to let them know that you're here to help, you will be surprised. All right. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. Talk with
Thank
you
you, everyone.
soon.
Take
Yay.
care,
Be safe
Thank
y'all.
and take
you.
Thank
care.
See you
you.
all.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.